Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Derek did some off-site
grindy
stuff.
Grindy stuff. I went back to previous worlds, grabbed some shit I missed.
Bring me Pizza Pan! Anyways.
Also, in case you haven't noticed, Terra's been encountering almost all the villains as opposed to the good characters in these worlds.
Is that foreshadowing?
It's almost like they're trying to teach him that being bad is bad.
I like that it wasn't even like being bad is good, just being bad is bad.
You fucking loved that.
I was not prepared for it at all.
Being bad is bad!
Oh, son of a bitch. You know what? I have a...
Yeah?
Where is it? I have a PC game where you, like, go through and fight all the villains from Disney games.
I have a board game that lets you play as the villains.
Yeah. I think it's this one.
Oh,
yeah,
Chris.
The Villain's Revenge.
Look at the giant monkey.
It is a giant monkey. With a banana hat. I respect the banana hat.
Also, I got this thing earlier. Oh, the fire that murders everything.
Oh, nice.
Also, I have this move.
Also, I have this move. We call it...
This one.
We call it in the Devil May Cry universe, Stinger.
So here's the other thing, right? So you get these forms that let you do like fancy ass stuff, but most of the times they don't even last long enough for it to matter.
Yeah. That's called good design there.
Yeah.
I should really figure out a way to play PC games.
Yeah.
It's just a lot more complicated than you think. Internet. Just with our setup, because there's more than one of us, and like audio would come out pretty much where the microphone sits, so it would just be like a lot of back.
We'd have to try to put it between us.
Yeah, like I don't really know how we'd have to do it. It would definitely be a challenge.
Yeah.
We have the situation under control. Isn't that right, Smee?
Shmee!
Yes,
Shmitty! I fucking love Shmee.
This gay lover.
Yeah.
Smitty.
It was
True canon.
so anytime I play as Captain Hook in Villainous, and if I don't get Smeed out, I feel upset.
I'm looking for a person.
And his thing is like he gets stronger if he's just sitting on the Jolly Roger.
Ring any bells?
In all fairness, that just makes sense.
Yep.
Smee!
I think Ven gets the ability to fly in this, on this world.
He can fly.
Yeah, fly.
Hey, hold on. What did you just say about the light?
I can use this.
Ah, yes, it's heartbreaking, really. This chest, you see,
They picked a lot of the
contains
smooth
my cannon all
talker
around.
villains
And
from
I'm
the Disney
a boy
movies.
who's sure to
Yep.
try and seize it.
A boy who's after the light. If it's not Vanitas, then who? Hey, why don't I help you keep the light safe? Maybe you can tell me more about the boy who's troubling you. What's his name?
Peter Pan!
Oh no!
Bring me Pizza Man.
Bring me Peter Pan!
Neverland. Where's Michael Jackson?
So there has been 3 or 4 different versions of this world
Yeah.
in every game. So in this one, it's Neverland. In I think it's the first game, you actually start in
Right. I got you covered.
like the real world,
Right.
and then you can like go through a clock that brings you to the Peter Pan boat.
Yeah.
And then I don't even think it's in the second game.
But like, which game had the one that was Michael Jackson's ranch? Neverland. I got a smirk out of him.
Got more than a smirk.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah. Remember, in Michael Jackson's house, you never
Sonic
grow
Blade.
up. Sonic Blade? How's that not been a Sonic game yet?
Sonic Blade!
Or like an edgy Sonic OC. It probably is. I guarantee if you search Sonic Blade, I'm sure an edgy Sonic OC will show up in Google Images.
You're right.
I almost guarantee it. As I'm saying this, I'm sure one human being has probably opened a tab and has started Googling that to see if it is true. That's right, show it in 1.4. That's sound effect. Woo! Woo!
Oh, yeah, there wasn't. Sonic Blade!
Sonic. Sonic Blade.
Let's go.
Sonic Shout. Sonic gotta go fast.
Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
What would-
Faster.
If Sonic was an anime character, right?
Which he was at one point.
Well, what do you think is like a shonen anime character?
Ah.
What do you think is like shouting special move names would be?
Well, one would probably be Sonic Blade, where he turns himself into basically a blade.
I imagine that his like max level technique would be called Sonic Boom. Where
Yes.
he just sends out like a air
a
shockwave. Yeah, exactly. That's why it'd be
it's
a
not
perfect
the greatest
name.
game.
That's why it'd be. No, it is a terrible game. But
I think I own it. Am I? Yeah.
no, it was only on the Wii U.
Oh, when I have Sonic Rush.
Rush. Rush is good.
Yes.
Sonic Rush would definitely be a move name. I feel like, you know what, most of his would just be named after his games, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, it would be Sonic Rush, Sonic Advanced, Sonic Boom,
Sonic Boom!
Sonic-
Boom!
Sonic Unleashed.
Yes.
Sonic Unleashed would really gay, though, because he would just turn into his evil, dark
Yeah, he'd
chat
just be the
were-hedgehog
were-hedgehog.
form. Yeah. That's when he would get Sonic Blade powers, though.
Yes.
And his werehog powers.
Thunder Blade!
I bet someone has already written a fanfic like this. Now that I'm like
This is, like, the
describing
best
it.
one?
Yeah.
Want some?
Want some?
Thunder.
Cats. Got it.
Yeah, this is like honestly the best control thing.
Lightning.
The lightning one.
I'm pretty sure Lightning isn't the best Final Fantasy character.
You're right.
Lightning is probably pretty low on that list, actually.
It's time to make a comment. Got this thing.
I mean, are you really talking to me unless I just completely derail the conversation?
You're 100% right. So there's one move that Aqua gets that's just basically a screen wipe.
Oh, can you not jump out of water?
Nope!
Wow, that's obnoxious.
Yep!
That's like legit obnoxious.
Thunder.
Thunder! But you're in fire mode.
You're right. Sonic Blade!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I fucking knew it. I was like, ah, man, he's gonna fall in the water again.
Moving around this level is terrible.
Peter Pan never swims. Or does he?
It's
He
only-
doesn't
it's-
swim in the movies, right?
I don't think
I
so.
don't remember him swimming in the movies.
Thunder.
Thunder!
And you know what the worst part is?
Yeah.
Anytime you unzone these guys, they get full health.
Oh, yeah. That's just fun.
Oh! Ugh, fuck it. We're just going. We're just going. I don't want
Dude, I get you. We're just going.
We're just
get you.
going.
We're just going.
going over here.
Just going over there. Just getting this chest. Dwing!
This is where the movement things matter.
Dude, I get that. But also, have you considered not?
No, I haven't, actually.
That's it. Should have considered that.
So, like I was trying to say earlier, Terra, Aqua gets a screen wipe, where she just does firebolt and it murders everything on screen.
Why does Aqua get so much fire?
Because Aqua is the mage character.
But like,
She also has she has the most magic attacks.
Aqua.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know. And you know what her final, like, so you get the finishes. So if you do just like a standard XXX combos,
Yeah.
you get things related to them. Aqua's endgame one she stops time, basically. And it's just like, why?
The Worldos.
The Wordo!
The Worldo!
Yeah, so long.
Dude. Actually. Ah, man. I like just lost it right when I was thinking about it. I was like, oh. And now it's totally gone, so that's unfortunate. Probably wasn't that important anyways. Cat is being weird.
Yeah. I think there's enough time anyway. Oh, we got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Well, I've run out of things to talk about, so let me tell you the in-depth lore of Persona 3. In Persona 3...
I'm okay with it if you are.
Alright, cool. So, in Persona 3... Persona 3 is my favorite one, because it's the only one where you play as an emo main protagonist. But a cool emo, and not like a clown emo. He's not a mopey emo, he's just a I don't want to talk to you, why do you keep trying to talk to me kind of emo. Which are the best kinds. And he's gone forever now. Yep, gone forever.
Yep. He's not important to me, so he must not be important to everybody else.
So the game opens up with a cutscene of a girl sitting in her room, seeming very panicked, and putting a gun to her head.
Like you do.
This will be explained later. And we'll come back to it then. We then cut away to... You know what? I should make a channel where I just narrate the plots of games.
We'll come back to it.
Like through all the cutscenes, just narrate.
I think it'd be great.
So we'll cut away from that. We'll come back to it later. You then show up as the main OC protagonist. He was on a train and shit, but that wasn't very important, so we're cutting to when he gets to the house he's gonna live in.
But that way you know he was on a train.
Yes. So he comes up, he walks into this building, and a creepy little child wearing prison stripes goes, "Hey!"
Just ate me.
Nice.
Ready for this, Chris?
Yep.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was very
There you go.
unfortunate.
But, yeah, so a creepy child goes, "Hey!
What's your name? What's your name, buddy?
And you're like, and he's
I
like,
need
you
an
gotta,
adult.
He's like, you gotta sign this book. If you gotta stay here, you must write your name into this. And he's like, okay. And the main let's be honest, the main protagonist in that game is stoic and doesn't give a shit because he's an emo child who doesn't care about anything. So he just nonchalantly, without saying anything to this child, writes his name in the book and just
Like
closes
you
the
do.
book with no questions asked. And the kid goes, "Great," and then he makes it vanish with magic powers, and then he himself also vanishes, and the main protagonist is like, huh,
Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
maybe that was Satan. Probably should have read what I was signing.
Probably should have read the fine print, but...
At this exact moment, girl who was trying to blow her brains out comes down the stairs and goes, "Who are you?" And
Who
then
are you,
points her
Sora?
and then points her gun at you, and at that point you're just like, you have the option to say, "Hey, take it easy." And you have the option to turn into Drake Bell and go, "Whoa, just take it easy, man." Or you have the option to just sit there and say absolutely nothing, which is way funnier. Because you just say nothing and then she gets more panicked and is like, "I'm warning you, I'll shoot." And then the people who are actually in charge of the house come down and explain to her that she's being stupid and that he is a new resident and to leave him alone. Then she feels bad and then she goes back to her room. You then are explained that you're a secret agent and hired to fight shadows during the secret hour, the 13th hour, in between 12 o'clock and 1. In which you go, "Alright, I guess that makes sense."
Well done.
Let the cutscene play. I'll come back to this.
Pardon me, Captain, but it's about that shooting star I was mentioning to ye.
Mr. Smee, I ordered you to drop that. I'll not have you gushing on about some shooting star.
Yeah, but Captain, most shooting stars twinkle for a bit and then they go out. But this one, it kept on sparkling and shining even after it crashed down. Why, what if it's really a big, enormous, priceless gemstone?
Idiot! Why didn't you tell me?
He was trying to.
What a fool.
We've a bit of business to attend to and must, I fear, step away. I trust you can see to things till I return.
Sure. When Peter Pan gets here, I'll be waiting.
I will kill him. In cold
Shinde.
blood, with no questions asked. Shinde. Amoiwa no Shinde. You know, they could just open that chest with this Keyblade.
He could. But he was told that it contains the light,
Looks like
Good
and that Peter Pan's trying to steal the light.
Also good point.
Distract him. And then you move in and nab the treasure.
Are you Peter Pan?
That's me.
The light
You will die!
The light is not yours to take, and Peter Pan's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, this is way more dramatic than it has any right to be. That's set up. So yeah, then you get explained a little bit, and then an emergency happens where shadows end up on the roof of the building to attack. So they send girl who was afraid to shoot herself in the face to go up to fight the shadows. But she can't shoot herself in the face because she's still a wuss. Only real men can shoot themselves in the face. This looks hilarious, by the way. What is happening currently looks hilarious.
He was in a weird state where he's not actually supposed to be taking damage from these things.
Gotcha. So, so yeah, she goes up to fight the shadow and she's terrible. And then you're told not to go up there and fight the shadow, but then you're told to go up there and fight the shadow. So then you go up there to fight the shadow and you grab her gun, and then you just go Persona and shoot yourself in the face and summon your Persona and then kill the shadow.
Look, Pan! We got the chest!
Back to plot.
No, not yet.
Just want to tell me about Persona.
It's just a good time killer.
What? That doesn't contain light.
Oh, sorry.
Now what is this?
Pirate treasure, of course. Jewels, doubloons, you know, the usual stuff.
I've been guarding a pile of loot.
Sounds like you've been tricked.
The darkness!
Darkness!
I owe you an apology. I picked
Dude,
a fight over
like, if he was just a little smarter, he would have realized he's been tricked the entire fucking game.
Hey, what's your name anyway?
I think he would make a better loner.
Yes, then, Tara. Which way did Hook go?
They said something about a shooting star.
Shooting stars?
Shooting star.
Must be in danger. Men, guard that treasure with your lives!
Except don't!
Aye, aye, sir!
You go and get him, Pan!
Well, I should be on my way.
Tara's like, oh, I'm done here.
So, yeah, we got a link with Peter Pan for some reason.
Yay. Well, obviously, you just fought him. That's how you bro it up.
Yeah.
You want to bro with someone, you just fight them, and then you'll be cool. So you summon your Persona and you kill them. Your Persona also turns into your ultimate Persona for like a split second, which is a crazy demon thing, which really makes me concerned if you're really the hero. And then that ends. I figured I'd have more time for plot, but we immediately went into more cutscene.
I know we just got the ability to go back in there, but
Okay, well, in that case...
I'll let you explain, Chris.
Yes. So... then you literally murder the shadow. I'm not talking like you defeat the shadow. The thing literally rips the shadow apart limb by limb and like skewers it and eats it. Like literally eats it like it's a scene from Evangelion. And I'm like...
Like you do.
And I'm like, wow, this game is weird. And then everyone was just like, wow, he's so powerful. And then you're made the leader. Much to the dismay of this other character that's been there longer than you and older than you. But he learns to shut the fuck up when he realizes that he's so much more of a bitch compared to you and your personas.
Oh boy, it's great because it's true.
Then you run into way more important people, but I don't have time to give a shit to explain all of their things. So most importantly is you meet rich girl whose father is the reason funding all the shadow fighting.
Like you do.
And her boyfriend, he likes to box. That's all you really need to know about him.
That's
really.
his story point.
He has more story, but it's not important until another character shows up, so we're gonna skip over that. Then you run into, let's see, I think after that you run into Loner Man, who's friends with the dude who likes to box, but that'll be important later too, so we'll just skip over that as well. Then there's, then you get Aigis, or Gigas, but mainly Aigis. And Aigis is the female robot that was created to fight shadows as an anti-tank weapon, and everyone's favorite characters for not inappropriate reasons, I swear. The internet swears by it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
She's probably the best character in that entire game, except for maybe Elizabeth, just because they both have the same trope of, like... It's the trope of, like, Born Sexy Yesterday, but it's taken to, like, the most absurd degree possible, which is why it's fucking hilarious. Because, Elizabeth has no idea, because she's one of the members of the Velvet Room, so she has no understanding of the outside world whatsoever, so it's just the main character. Nice.
Well, we're just gonna go over here.
Over it. We're just gonna go...
Oh, no!
Oh!
But now I'm over there!
Wow.
Because you were supposed to come back the other way.
Entered with such grace.
Unversed. Stay back.
What do jellyfish even want money for?
They
This makes
don't.
no sense.
But you ready? You ready for this, Chris?
Yes, of course. Kill them. Kill them all.
We're just gonna break the game again.
Okay.
You're done. So long.
So yeah. Where did I leave off on that? There was a people, and then there was the personas, and then the guys
Shoot
with
herself
the
in the
thing.
face, you get the robot girl.
Oh yeah, that's right. You get the robot girl. But Robot Girl's great because she just has zero content of like what is like what it is to be like human and not weird and shit in regular everyday life, which is a riot to me. I always love that.
Oh, so I got this one, ready?
She also watches you as you sleep.
Like you do.
Because, you know, she's designed solely to protect you from dying because you're an important Persona user. Because you have the wild card and can use any Persona you want. So they're just like, he gets extra protection, don't let him die, and the robot takes it too literally.
Yeah. Like you do.
So she's like, there's like one of the best scenes is one of the girls shows up and she's like, hey, have you seen Aigis? Like, we can't find her anywhere. And she opens the door and finds that Aigis is in there, and he's like,
You sure got that monster down to
you can't. She's like, you can't stand here and watch and wait. She's like, she turns to the main character. She's like, tell her that this is weird and she can't do this. And one of the options is just like, this is fine.
Fine.
And he's like, and when you do that, she's like, no, it's not. Kills me.
What's that?
That's the light!
One of Peter Pan's dearest
Japan. Hey, Tinkerbell, the other one that the internet swears to God they like for not lewd reasons. You keep telling yourself that, internet. I don't believe you. I've seen the internet.
I love this, right? Like, I caught him!
Well, that was just poorly planned on his part.
Yeah, well, he thought he was still tricked.
So when do you think the live-action Peter Pan's gonna come out?
Soon.
Yeah.
Which one, actually? They've made a few.
No, the Disney one.
I don't know. I
The
guess,
one that's not Robin Williams.
You're right.
Everyone's favorite.
Hooray! We sure
What a sick boss fight.
Yep. Is there more?
I have no idea.
We have Ventus that we have to play. I think it might be Ventus we have
She's
to play.
giving you the ability to fly.
But we don't actually get the ability to fly.
That's
he doesn't
because
know
you
how to
can't.
fly.
No, it's because you can't think happy thoughts.
Only Ven has the happy thoughts.
Ven only thinks about all the mistakes he's made and how he must atone. Must atone.
Besides our own.
No, that's Terra. Terra thinks about all the mistakes he's made and blah blah
And it's
blah.
shining down on us like a million lanterns.
And then there's Aqua, you know, the character that everybody likes, but not for lewd reasons.
Not for lewd reasons. The internet has assured me on this. This is not the reason.
No, now.
But it really is.
Yeah. But it's not.
But it's not. Don't let
Not
anybody-
until evil
Evil Aqua.
That's when it's
That's
lewd
when
reasons.
that's when it gets bad.
I just think of fucking... As fucking,
Much for the pirate
the All Might sign. Don't loot this. Only villains loot this.
Did you guys really want the jewels and gold that badly?
Nah, we don't care about that stuff.
Yeah, we just want to fuck with the pirate
The
man.
pan was counting on us!
I'll tell you what. Put the stuff that's really special to you in there. That can be your treasure.
Real swell idea. Thanks.
Peter Pan.
It's the Lost Boys.
Peter Pan bitch slaps him like, no!
You know, he
I want
stabs
a
him
real
with his little...
fucking treasure!
He stabbed him with his little knife.
Makes me wonder what I'd put in there.
The darkness in my heart.
Darkness, 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 darkness. He gets a space bike.
Yeah. No, he does. Ben gets a space skateboard.
That's... seems somehow right up his alley.
And, what's her
So
name?
warm.
Aqua has a space, like, ship that shoots laser beams. Look where we are!
Wait a minute. I've never seen this before.
I've only seen it in every game.
This was even in the movie we watched.
Yep. Or was it in the very beginning of this one?
No, I think it was in the movie too.
Somewhere out there,
I think they were
there's
looking for
strange
someone there or
star-shaped
something.
fruit.
I might be mistaken now. Maybe it was. Maybe
Who
it was
knows
the beginning of
anymore?
this game. I've already lost track of the plot,
I already don't care about the plot because I've played it so many times.
and it's not because I'm talking over it. It's because there's actually very little plot happening.
Like, there's shit going on, but it's
Yeah,
not going
there's
on.
stuff happening, but it's not really relevant to the overall story.
Oh, it is now.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Aqua. Ven.
I've decided to be one with the
Be a
darkness.
team again. Looks like all the things that once held us together. Just
And then he
push us
turns into
further away.
Sephiroth, right?
Yep.
Knew
And
it.
now the light has led me here.
I mean, you pretty much have that.
What am I supposed to do?
Die.
True life's questions. What am I supposed to do?
Hey, slow down. Would you just wait for me? Giving up already? Come on.
It's
Oh
Sora
my God.
and Riku. I
do
loved
find
how
it
they just
weird
ran
that
by that
neither
guy,
of them,
right?
Yeah, neither of them acknowledged his existence. They just went right past him.
Light.
Light.
Was I guided here in order to meet that boy?
Because
I like that he's the one that he looks at and is like,
Well-
light.
Oh, ahoy! We're over here. Riku, race ya. First one to the boat gets to be captain.
well, you remember in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2, they're like, Riku's actually the Keyblade Master, but it just kind of went to you because darkness.
Yeah, well. Riku is also like a parallel to
Terra.
Earthman,
Yeah.
so that kind
So
of
it's he's a parallel to him. Oh, now they acknowledge him.
Oh yeah. They're like, hey, was that dude always there? I don't remember seeing him.
Yep.
He just looks at him and is just like,
Hey,
Did you come from the outside world?
did you come from the outside world?
Why would you say that?
Because nobody lives out here. And I know you're not from the main island.
Smart kid. So how about you? What are you doing here?
Oh. My friend's dad took us out on the boat. This is where we like to play. But it won't let us row out here by ourselves. Not till we get older.
Must be hard, huh? Stuck in one place.
I heard once there was a kid who left for good.
Handsome. Who's Zigbar?
Jeffrey, what are you doing here?
Riku! Older Riku!
Elder Riku! There's a lot of expanded lore happening right now.
It's just so funny because it's just like,
Is there...
unless you played the first two games, you'd
Yeah,
be like,
the-
what?
Yeah, what? What was that?
But because you know enough about the other games that you're like, okay, that, I guess.
I get that. That makes sense, I suppose.
Betty's really strong now.
I mean, if you hadn't played all the other games, you could probably just be like, I guess this is
Older
alluding to something.
Yeah, you could be like, older him, I guess?
Yeah.
And, like, somehow this interaction means Terra passed down the ability to use the Keyblade to Riku.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to story of this game. And, like, Ven's interaction with Sora later means he's able to use the Keyblade.
I don't think that's how
And
that
Aqua's
works.
interaction with Kairi.
Oh, okay. Does he actually, like, touch him with the Keyblade? Okay, it's fine.
Take this key. So long as you have the makings, then through this simple act of taking...
Okay, as long as they literally physically give them a key of some sort, I will accept that as, like, okay.
But
They
here's
gave
the
them
thing.
the power, kind of.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Aqua doesn't do that to Kairi, and Ven doesn't do that to Sora.
Fuck, man. That's not cool.
Which is the only reason Riku's actually a Keyblade wielder, and the other
that's
two
true.
just kind of hitched on there somehow.
You two are actually Keyblade wielders. What about you other two? You motherfuckers got lucky. Just
You
like-
gotta keep this a secret, okay? Otherwise all the magic will wear off.
Never
Otherwise, all the magic will wear off.
Never tell your parents.
Never tell your parents you encountered this weird fucking guy who just started talking about a key.
He wanted you to touch his Keyblade.
You know. No what?
Don't tell your
Why would
parents.
you tell me? Who was that guy? Somebody you know?
You know, I'm both looking forward to replaying Kingdom Hearts 1 and not at the same time.
I have no emotions either way.
I've gotta keep
I
it
know.
It's...
Not with me, you don't. I'm like the best secret keeper in the world. Nice try.
Huh.
Oh, Riku.
Biku!
Protect the things that matter.
So,
Right. My friends matter to me
it
too.
confuses me because this is its own world.
I
Yes.
still have things that I have to
But-
protect.
How does Kairi get from that world to that world?
Well, she's probably just from the mainland.
You're right.
Because that world has a mainland that you just never, ever, ever see.
I like that I get 2 Keyblades and disband of I don't even get to use one.
That light. Is it Ben?
No.
I should go tell him that I hate him more. Away!
Master Terra, find me! We must speak at once!
Master Xehanort.
The bad guy.
Master Xehanort.
The light went out.
No, it just went far away.
Oh, we got a trophy.
Correction, I got a trophy.
You got a trophy. I can now do the command board of Neverland. I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah, well...
Oh, look at this! It's Destiny Island.
Whose destiny is it really, though?
Everybody's.
Oh. I guess that's fine.
Sora, Donald, Goopy.
Oh, we went way over, though. So... It was a
It's
long
alright.
cutscene. So, we'll talk to you guys then. Peace.